Hello, this is Jamie with Creations Misfit, and today I'm going to show you how to make a waffle stitch blanket. This is the one that I made, or you can make any project. I'll just show you how to do the waffle stitch, and you can apply it to any project you'd like. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, today I'm just going to make a little swatch because this is a really easy 2-row repeat. So you can make your blanket or whatever project you're working on as large as you'd like, but I'll also tell you what I used for the blanket that I showed you already. So for that I used Herrschners Worsted Heathers yarn, and it's a size 4 yarn, and I used 5 skeins, which was about 2,500 yards. And this blanket that I made, the measurements were 60 inches in length by 36 inches in width. Okay, this does use quite a bit of yarn, this stitch, more so than a regular stitch, but it's really nice and thick, and it almost feels weighted. But you could use any size yarn you'd like. You could use a size 3, you could use a size 5 or 6. It doesn't matter, whatever you have on hand. Okay, and I used a 6mm hook, which is what I'll use today. And this is also the Herrschners Worsted Heathers. I think this is called Teal Lake. So this is what I'm going to use for our sample today. All right, so let's start. All right, so to start out, we're going to do chains. So go ahead and do a slip stitch. And then we're going to chain up in multiples of 4. And then at the very end, we're going to do 1 extra chain. So it's multiples of 4 plus 1. So you could do as many or as little as you'd like. For the blanket that I showed you, I started with 129 chains. But today I'm just going to do a small sample. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then after your 4s, you're going to chain up 1 more. Okay, so go ahead and do all the chains that you need to and this will be for the width of your blanket or your project. And then you can pause the video and come back and we will get started on the actual pattern. All right, so once you're ready, we are going to start for round 1. We're going to double crochet into the 4th chain from the hook. So we're going to skip the first 3, which is 1, 2, and 3, and we're going to double crochet into the 4th chain. And those 3 that we just skipped, those are going to count as a double crochet. And then we're just going to double crochet in every single stitch across until we get to the other side. So go ahead and pause the video, double crochet all the way across, and then come back and we will get back together for round 2. And after you've finished your first row, it should look something like this, but probably a lot longer. And we'll move on to row 2. So for row 2, we're going to chain up 3 and turn our work. And that chain 3 is going to count as your first double crochet. Okay, and then we are going to do a front post double crochet. So if you're not sure how to do that, it's really easy. It's just a regular double crochet, but instead of going through the stitch here, like normally we would go through the stitches up top, we're going to go around the post here. And we're not going to go on this very end post because this double crochet here, our chain 3, that's going to take over for like that first stitch there. So we're going to double crochet around this post here. And you're just going to yarn over and you go around the post, put your hook in through the back and come out through the front for the front post. Yarn over, pull up your loop. You'll have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2. Just like you would for regular double crochet. Now for the next 3 stitches, we're going to do back post double crochet. And these can seem a little bit daunting when you first start, but once you get going, this is such an easy project. You won't even have to pay attention. But if you're not familiar with the back post, we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to go around the back, like the back way instead of the front. So we're going to yarn over and we're going to come through the back. We're going to go around this next post right here, okay? So we just went around this one for the front. We're going to do back post around this next one. So yarn over and you're going to come through the back and then put your hook through this way so that you can kind of turn your work here. Let me show you that again in case you're not quite used to doing these. We're going to come through the back and then go out through the back. And then you'll just yarn over, pull up your loop, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through 2. And we're going to do 3 of these in a row. So let's do another one. You're going to yarn over, come through the back, and end up in the back. And then do your double crochet. And one more. Yarn over, come through the back, end up in the back, do your double crochet. All right, and then from there we are going to do, the next one's going to be a front post double crochet, just like we did before. You go in through this way and you come out through the front. And that's going to be your repeat all the way across. You're going to do 1 front post and then 3 back post. And like I said, once you can turn your work. It might be easier when you do your back posts. But once you get going, it will be pretty simple. Like, you won't even think twice about it. And that's why I like using, I use a little bit of a bigger hook than called for. Like, usually a size 4 yarn will call for a 5mm hook. But I like to go up a hook size because it just makes it, you could do it tighter, but this stitch doesn't need to be super tight because it ends up getting pulled together anyways. And it's really nice and stretchy if you use a larger hook. So I would suggest going up a hook size. All right, so I did my 3 back, and then we're going to do 1 front. And you will just repeat this all the way across, but I just want to show you when you get to the end what to do. So here's my 3 back post. All right, and then at the very end, you will do your front post. Okay, you'll end with a front post like that, but then we have that chain 3 that remember we skipped in the beginning, and that counts as a stitch. So at the end, you're just going to do a regular double crochet into the top of that chain 3. And you have to remember to do that because that will close off your end nicely. So you can see we started with that chain 3, and then at the end we're going to do a double crochet into that chain 3. All right, so that is row 2, and then we're going to go into row 3. So you can finish yours, pause it, come back. We're going to go into row 3, and then you're just going to repeat rows 2 and 3 until you're finished. All right, so one more row. We're going to chain up 3 and turn our work. And this row is really easy. Now the back, I'll show you on the blanket that I made in a second, but the back will be like flat, and the front will be the textured waffle stitch. So we're doing the back now. So row 3 is always the back. So to start, this is going to count as our first double crochet again. And then we're going to start with a back post double crochet, and we'll just go around that, this was the front post from the round 2. We're just going to go around that post and do a back post. So yarn over and just go around that post because we want it to be uniform on the other side. Yarn over and do your double crochet. And then for the next 3, the ones that we did back posts for, we're just going to do regular double crochets into the actual stitches on this side. So you'll go into the first one, double crochet, second one, double crochet, and third double crochet. And you're going to repeat that all the way across. So the next one you can see on the other side is where we did the front post. So now we have to do a back post so that it's uniform. So go ahead and do your back post around that one. And then the next 3, we'll just do regular double crochets into the regular stitch, not around any type of post. And then we have the post there, so we do a back post. And then the next 3 will be regular stitches. And then we have the post, do your back post, And then, whoops, I didn't grab it. And then we have that chain 3, which always counts as a double crochet. So for the very last one, we will go into the top of the chain 3 and just do a regular double crochet to end our row. And then you'll chain up 3 and turn your work, and then you're just going to repeat everything from row 2. So row 2, if you remember, we started with front post, and then we did 3 back post. And then front post and 3 back posts. So you will just keep on like that. Let me show you this blanket that I finished already. So this is what the front will look like. You'll have your nice waffle stitch on the front, and on the back it's just going to kind of look like flat blocks. Okay. So that's it. That's the waffle stitch. You can just do as many rows as you want until you run out of yarn or until you get the length that you want. But I hope this was helpful. Please let me know in the comments if you have any questions. I do read the comments. I try to get back to everybody. I do have a lot of other videos. I have a lot of tutorial videos, some stitch videos like this, but tons of things for blankets and plushies and scarves and hats and decor, all different types. So if you'd like to subscribe, I'd love to have you on my channel. And if you could like this video and comment below, that helps me get more videos out in front of people. And I would love to see you check out some of my other videos on my channel. And I hope to see you in the next one. So have a wonderful day. Good luck with your waffle stitch blankets. And I'd love to hear like what colors you used or what who you're making it for, what you're making, the yarns you use. I'd love to hear that type of thing. So if you could leave that in the comments, I would appreciate that as well. But have a great day, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.